we will activate this enhancement implementation. So this gets into active mode. We move back to the enhancement implementation, and we say yes. So let me go back to this implementation. So I'll say, so this is now active, the implementing class is active, and the filter values are saved. So we save it. So the second implementation, the second BADI implementation happens. Now these are the steps that are generally required when we have to define the when we have to handle we need to handle the various results from the parallel branches. So through the decision table we have defined the dummy points for merging, dummy point for the start of the workflow branch, and then we did two BADI implementation, one with a empty implementation and the other one for the determination of the user parameters. Once this is done, then we can come out of this node and launch NWBC. So let's select the right role. In our case, this is SAP MDGM menu 9, and we can directly go to the create material. So again, the prerequisite is like the UI model is already in place. Now here we will select the data, the change request type that we have created for our testing for the parallel workflow, which is this one, ZZM PARWF. So we'll select this change request type, press the continue button. So, and now here we can simply say test parallel workflows, and so now here change request type, create material with parallel workflow. This is what we created, and we can then make some entries like unit of measure. We can have material type like FERT. We can define the industry sector, which is already defaulted, and we can also have the lab office maintained as 001. So we make some some settings into the system. Let's also make select the material group, and then we can submit the change request. We'll continue. This is the duplicate check that the system does. So there could be other materials which are part of the same with the same settings. Now here we see that if we move up and click on this what next, so we see the steps are identified. So whatever we have defined, so from 00 to 11 to 12, uh, so the branching of the change request process, they get highlighted. And now once this so let's close this, and so we find that we can do the further understanding of the parallel workflows using these buttons, work items, or so process change request 832 test parallel workflow. So uh, two work items gets created with this change request 832, right? 118035 118047. So we select this, and so to be considered and approved, this is what we did. And now we can see the various other steps 11, 12, 30, 90. Now so we are in the in this particular step, and so the first parallel branch, which is the branch with 11. Now we can so if we correlate this, at what step we are into? We are into this step. So this is the first branch and the approval of the first branch. So system, using the synchronous system method called, system created two work items which are parallel workflow items, and using this step 11 we can then approve this step. So since we are assigned as the processor of this step, so we find that so here we can now if we go to the, so at this stage we can further analyze the workflow log. So if I go to, so let me say this, so with the change request number 832, if I want to see, so this is my second branch, so I'm able to jump from first branch to second branch. Now we see the first branch, the action is approved, the second branch is now pending for approval. So I can then also go to the workflow log, and within the workflow log then we can open the technical log. So if I go to technical workflow log, and then list with technical details. So using these options we can navigate to the individual steps. So here we see so for the time being I can scroll this down. So we have loop 1, we can see check if the single agent group, so we see that the work items are shown here, and check if the single process, single or parallel processing, get agent group, get parallel change request group. So if I select this, get parallel change request group, and so within this we can find the data within the container. So we get the step number, then the work ID which is created. I can further scroll down and then see the processing status, further scroll down. So if I need to determine what is the change request type, what are the, so the system picks this up from the container. So using